considered, but remember, Anivia is strongest against multiple tanks. However, it's a good laning matchup into the Rise. You outrange him, you're able to use the hasn't been spotted either.
He's finally spotted, but the Chains of Corruption come in. Now they're gonna TP down to try to help out Soul, who's taking so much damage, but it's not enough. Turning it around onto Bang, but now Edge in a lot of trouble. The kidnap, though, onto Bang, but not enough damage coming out onto him. The wall trying to keep in Edge, but he actually makes it over. Faker flashing the wall. He's trying to be the carry, but it's not enough. The last auto cannot take out Edge, and he will survive after all of that.
Another even fight, 4v4, but nobody dies. Tal has the cannon barrage to throw it in. Doesn't get anything, and Ray's going back in.
Oh, hello. Is that enough damage, though? He needs to get the auto with the red. He flashes in and he gets it. The first blood. He is going to trade his life after all of that. Kongdoo Monster certainly cannot follow up, but they do get the kill. And Gangplank also making his way down.
To get a kill for an Ocean this early, and the Ocean is a big buff to Gangplank and Anivia. Both of them very
relatively is the correct term. Healthy, but not healthy enough. As they split the gold, hold on to his ultimate. It was a very long dive back there, and Kongdoo Monster used that pressure to take another turret.
And it's a big thumbs up moment for Kongdoo because they get walking up. This is risky.
Yeah, he's just walking straight into them. He's going to use that to get Faker into the back line, and he's forced to get out of here. Doesn't really do much after all that, as he's forced to flash away anyway. It's as close as ever. They're looking for another dive onto Tal here. The defensive cannon barrage once again, but they're fighting through, and here's Raze as well saying, hello, I'm going to pick up the kill. They're going to give that one over to Rose, but can they get into the back line here? They're going to get on top of Soul. No Devour just yet. Finally comes on in. Trying to get him to safety. Here comes Faker. He's got his ghost on. He wants to get the wall, but this time Ray's going to jump into the back line. Varus is going to stand tall against them. Ray's now TPing on in. The wall, they're trying to kill Zach here in the end. Nope, TP to get them. The Devour to get Kongdoo Monster out of dodge at the end of all of that with their crazy 2-1 victory in the last series. But we'll see. They're going to go on to Soul here. Nice Devour.
Watch for the wall. Watch the wall.
No wall comes out here. Going to bang some heads together is Raze. As Faker going to engage once again onto Raze. They're going to blow everything onto this Zach, who tries to get away. Does kidnap blank in, but there's no further damage. Edge coming from the left side, trying to go 1v4.
He's done for.
There's the wall once again. The stun coming on in. Secret, but effort coming from behind, denying him the Devour. A great play from our rookie support. The SKT fans gonna cheer.
They're starting up the Infernal, so they've actually leashed it to 50% health.
There's a Cannon Barrage taking that damage, and the TP committed to from Tal. They want this Infernal. Kongdoo Monster trying to disengage, but they're gonna re-engage here. TP coming in from Edge now. Looks like Effort gonna have to give his life up for that Infernal Drake. A pretty good trade after all.
It's the way they like to go.
Yeah, Edge doesn't have his TP,
they go for dive.
It. Here we go, the grand challenge is gonna be Brock up against the wall, gonna deny it for now, but here comes Ed from behind, and they get the kill. Trying to dive the mid lane turret is SKT, but it doesn't work out for them. And look at this, Effort taking
two teleport users to the same lane, even though Edge's teleport was on cooldown. Gets them the inner turret. Yora probably gonna have most trust in their Baron speed. That does mean that Ray's able to heal up. Base face checking again.
Yep, someone has to face check. It's gonna be Raze this time. Up against the wall, is gonna be taken out. Certainly a huge pick for the side of SKT as they get the jungler away. Get this mid lane inner.
Try and get a turret, but that's just two inner turrets in exchange for Baron. Kongdoo Monster make big hits around the Baron, but SKT out 50-50, but they tried to make the controlled turn. The turn doesn't work, and now SKT have Baron. What does it mean for the game? Because it doesn't mean much for the goal.
Faker trying to get that wall down. They're looking for Edge here.
He doesn't have
flash. Oh, he misses it. And now trying to engage, as it looks like finally they will get Roach, and now Secret forced to cleanse away from this one. Should not be able to get out of there, and SKT, they're beginning to roll with the punches, and they're getting
it. By one, the members of Kongdoo Monster fall. The moment they saw Alistar, they could have just disengaged. They went for the pick, which was never going to happen. They give up the Infernal. Feels like the neutrals are where the big lead is for SKT. They have 4 Drakes, including double Infernal. They still have the Baron for 2 minutes. Kongdoo Monster need to force SKT into team fights, otherwise this game should end.
They're getting a huge Baron power play, and we're still 2 minutes left on the Baron. They have so much time to make even more of it. Let's see where they decide to go. The mid lane inner turret is going to go down with Tal pushing in the bottom lane. But how far will they go? Are they willing to dive into the mid side? Still Secret is down, as well as Roach. The push continues.
Wall still massive on the rise. It has to be so respectful. There's flashes up. Tom Kench back, so they can push up a little bit more aggressively than before.
And a root effort here, another wall that Secret can always devour over onto Soul.
Ray's just trying to be an annoyance on the side. Won't actually be considering an engage. Fiora clears out the minion wave and is looking to groups level 18 for both GP and Fiora. But like we mentioned, Roach is not set up for a team fight.
So being the hero here, eventually able to take out the bannered up minion. And trying to be the sniper too. His Ws are going to begin to hurt as we get later on in this game. But SKT, they really want to get this. There's the wall again, but another Devour on point. Chains of Corruptions locks them down. The inhibitor will also go down, but flank getting low. It's not enough as Secret is going to pay for it. Now Raze is going to be stunned up, and another kill going to go over to SKT. Will they continue pushing? Still 51 seconds remain.
It's the reality of the comp. They can't 5v5, but they're trying.
Roach's going to disappear once again, and they're going to catch Edge as well. It looks like the dream for Kongdoo is not going to come true as an ace comes through onto the side of SKT, and the TP will come in. It was so close. The pressure was there, but SKT, they meet it, and they will get into the playoffs in fourth place with the win over Kongdoo Monster 2-1.
High drama in the second last match of LCK Spring 2018. SKT creep over the line, but it's not the triumphant inauguration of their playoffs. It was only just Valdez, and they still have a motley crew of the best teams in the world to beat. If this is not to be their victory, this is the minimum you would expect from SKT, qualifying for